Hey there, Jason with AMI Detail. I'm gonna do something really quick this morning. I'm gonna do this side currently has Detail Co. Their wheel coating that I try on paint. Hydrophobics isn't all that great, really not something I'd recommend. I think it worked awesome on wheels, a perfect application. So again, stick to what they say on the label, so I tried. But anyways, with the other half of this hood has Luminus LM Graphene Pro, which is like super hydrophobic, just crazy. So I had something and have opportunity to, something that I'm gonna do a topper on this side and see how it works. One thing I'm gonna use is rinseless, which is a surfactant only based rinseless wash, which is kind of nice because that way you're, basically not leaving any sort of polymers or anything behind. So to me, it is a great application for a really good cleaning type rinseless. So I'm going to just do a quick rinseless with that. Quick panel prep using the Clean by the organizer, his panel prep spray, because I have got the new 1-year spray coating signed by Pan. So cool, thank you. That was awesome. I was able to get this at an auction for a fundraiser they had done at SEMA. So again, excited to put this over, use this as a topper. And again, doing a real quick type application. It's raining out, so basically planning on putting it to the test of that 1 year, putting it to the test of that, the 1 hour. So plan on getting this coated, and basically within an hour, it's going out in the rain. So again, I think this is just a real world, quick, kind of down and dirty test of this one. So let's see how it goes. So I got rinseless mixed up at basically right around that 256 to 1. Usually I try to mix it a little different, but yeah, it was quick and easy. Didn't want to do a whole lot of math, but and you can kind of see what the hydrophobics already looks like with, just by even applying this, kind of see how flat it is on that side. You get to this half with the luminous. So yeah, I mean, you can definitely see that line down the center. And again, main reason I'm washing both halves here is because I'm gonna, again, go right up to that halvesies, do half the hood with that. And basically using that Clean 1 year as a topper on the Detail Co. side. So let's see how that does. Sponge of choice this morning happens to be Nemesis V1. Same way in the bucket, I just went 256 to 1. See. So again, just doing and the car was not really dirty to begin with, so not again, just when you're prepping for a coating, like I said in the video, you want to just have a good clean car, and then again, using the panel prep for it is just going to be that much better to make sure there's some good adhesion. Again, no contamination underneath it. So again, the main reason I'm using good rinseless, good quality rinseless to do this part of it. Oh, let me hit this a little better down here. And get down in this a little bit here. There we go. Okay, so from there, I'm going to grab a drying towel, so hold on. I got the clean, really like the size, basically like the mini goat, but Pan's version is for basically designed for rinseless, which is absolutely perfect. So you can see how that kind of flashes off as I get done wiping. Thing I like about this size of towel is I don't end up dragging it on the ground as I am drying. So I tend to use this for everything. But yeah, the slickness even on the dry off here, yeah, the Luminus side is just really slick. So look forward to seeing what the spray coating does. Again, acting as a topper. So, you know, one of the many ways of applying it. Just keep in mind, if you're going to use it as a topper, you're really at the mercy of whatever's underneath it. So, cool thing is on this one, I think that wheel coating is actually a very good underlying coating. So again, not a bad thing. One final wipe here. Again, I'm going to be hitting this with panel prep, so not a real big deal. But yeah, keep dragging wipe this down. That'll help get that, stop that from getting dragged onto there. Okay. The other nice thing on rinseless is a little less of getting water everywhere, so a little easier to dry off. Okay, so for panel prep, again, just gonna spray onto the towel. Load it up pretty good so you can get the surface good and see it's completely, completely wetted. And I'm going to just flip this towel go with, and again, you don't want it to dry on there, because again, you're basically, when you wet the surface with the panel prep, you're pulling all of any contamination and and using the surfactants and stuff in there, and the alcohol and different ingredients to pull that contamination up off the surface. So you want to be sure to wipe that off, and don't let it basically recontaminate it by drying on there. Okay, completely panel prepped. Okay, as with any coating, be sure to wear gloves, which I should have had them on for the whole process, but don't always stop and do it right away. So anyways, so again, thing is, there's 90 milliliters here. So that definitely is going to be plenty for a couple cars here. So again, gonna mix it well. And what I'm going to use for an applicator is one of these little suede block. And so I'm going to just put it right on the suede block. Oh yeah, that goes on really nice. So again, I say wait 1 minute. I just set my internal timer here because I'm not really using a stopwatch and all that. Oh yeah, it really covers nicely. So the crazy part is, since it's a topper, if you've ever kind of coated over another coating, yeah, it really doesn't take much at all. Okay, so going with 1 minute. I'm going to say in 1 minute I should be able to coat this front part. Grab the headlight here. Come down to my halfway point here. But yeah, you can easily see where you've gone with it. Got a nice kind of that jetting effect, that darkening. Have my license plate. Okay, so kind of save the larger section. So again, I'm sure it's been around a minute or maybe more. So again, I use 2 towels. Got a level 1, and then following that up with one of the final levels. Morning. So yeah, I can definitely see how it started to flash off. So I'd say timing of that 1 minute is just right on. Said we'll follow that up. Just ensure there's no high spots with the final level. Go past, go on to the other panels next to it, so you're sure that you're got even application all the way around. Yeah, the slickness is feeling like the Luminus side now. So it was somewhat grabby with the wheel coating, but again, the wheel coating is designed for wheels. It's not like you're touching your wheels. It's designed to be more a stronger coating. Okay, so now last bit is the hood. So again, just gonna apply onto the applicator. About 5 pumps, just to load it up good. And I'm gonna just do a large X to kind of draw from. Again, the main thing is just so you get even coverage, so you don't have to cross hatch. I know someone mentioned the other day, they said, why don't you go in circles? There you go. I'm going in circles, which is actually how I started to learn to do coatings, because I mainly started with, the DIY detail line of coatings. So the foam applicator pad and circles worked great. Okay, so now to do half the, see my halfway line is kind of getting away from me a bit, but it will work fine. Okay. So again, let that sit for a minute. But yeah, you can see, there's definitely rainbowing. Let me pull it in closer here. See, get an idea of the indicators here. So again, definitely got some easy use. But yeah, again, no grabbiness for the wipe off. Just goes nice and smooth. So again, come in with the final level, and that will be the end of this application. And like I say, it's still raining out. Might see some natural hydrophobics later today. But again, we'll kind of wait for a full cure before hitting it with any sort of wash. With all these coatings being so new to the market, trying to keep track of which ones are which and which can have what kind of cure time. And I believe this one was actually good after 3 days for a neutral, as long as you got a pH neutral wash. Okay, that is all for the spray coating. Here's the tip that Pan mentioned in his video, is going to take the sprayer off because there's still liquid inside there. Just spray it right back into the container. Just like that. Hey there, how's it going? Yeah. So I take it a step further. I actually take a little bit of the panel prep, put it into that cap. So again, we emptied out the sprayer portion with the ceramic spray. Then I actually just used that, pump that through, and then again, that way it's all cleaned out good. Just wipe the lid out. Good to go. So again, yeah, included in the box are, there's 2 additional sprayers anyways. So we'll put that back in there. Sprayer in that way, one this way. There we go. All good to go. So, like I say, give this an hour and I'm going to pull it outside. Okay, just to do a quick overview, again, this side over here has got Detail Co. wheel coating that I used on the paint. I chose that because of the silicon carbide aspect of it. Kind of hoping hydrophobics and stuff would be different, and they definitely are. They were pretty much just flat. But again, for a wheel, you want that. That's what you would actually want, a real good, more durable coating. So I'm pretty sure they gave up hydrophobics for the durability. So that's why it's really not a great choice for paint. So don't put the wheel coating on paint. So anyways, moral of the story of that one. But hey, I had to do it to try it, see what it would do. Now the cool thing is, this other side here has a LM, Luminus LM Graphene Pro, which is super, super slick. But what's interesting is, check out, you can definitely see a line here when you go from one side to the other. Again, I pretty much followed where the badge is, straight up. And again, I know you're seeing a lot of the reflections of the stuff in the shop. But again, if you can try to get closer here for so what I've seen is the detail coat side had more of that jetting effect, and now it's topped with clean 1-year spray. So anyways, it'll be interesting to see how that affects hydrophobics. I'm sure that's going to have a huge effect on that. And then, as far as the look, still have that same kind of deeper look on the detail coat side. So I get it. It's not a huge difference, but just interesting to see the differences on these coatings. But yeah, you can see how really looks nice. So the other fun part is this front door has Yum Paint Serum 2, and you can see I overlapped a little bit. So if you want to see an example of what a high spot looks like, so I actually, as I was doing my wipe off, overlapped onto there, and you can see the towel, see the print of the towel. So definitely this is what you want to look for. Don't leave things like that on there. So let me grab a towel. Yeah, so I already dunked all my towels into the rinseless to again with you can use those again, but I'm going to just use this one. Again, you can see easily wipes off, well, especially being on the Paint Serum 2 side. There we go. All better. Okay, so this is always fun with face tracking on. I'm trying to get used to it. So to get any sort of background, I'm just going shooting from overhead. So hey, maybe I doubt this hit makes me look any taller. I probably look shorter, but anyways, we're all good. But hey, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this this video. So we'll see how it goes as a topper, and excited to do more with the spray coating. Have a great day.
With the